Dudley Rauch was a Duke undergrad and a lifelong friend of the School of Medicine as well as the university.
His love has been for the students and the opportunity.
Dudley was passionate about education and passionate about facilitating the education of the next generation of students.
Dudley retired from the business world and devoted the rest of his active life to philanthropy.
His first gift was to give us a full merit-based scholarship.
I was the recipient of the Rauch Family Merit Scholarship.
Look at these pictures. I hadn't seen this one before. As a family, we always called him Uncle Dudley. Everybody called him Uncle Dudley. The two of us at Christmas time, I would have been going on 8. He was born in 41, so that would have to be Christmas 44. And we are clearly dressed in our best Christmas clothes. Dudley and I were 5 years apart, brother and sister as a pair, as two people who could share the deepest confidences with each other.
I could never beat him at golf. That's just the way it was.
When Dudley spoke, everybody listened.
He, never compromised on anything, any of his values or things that were important to him along the way, and I think that speaks greatly to his character.
That is why we are here today. His ethos was that in gratitude for all of the good things that had happened to him in his life, that one was to give back.
Once I made the decision that I wanted to go to med school, I knew that Duke was going to be my top choice. I don't come from a lot of money. My parents work in a nonprofit my whole life. I was back and forth with the financial aid office.
Dudley was inspired by that opportunity to make the medical school more accessible.
And I'll never forget, one day I was sitting at my cubicle and I got a phone call, and that's when they told me that a new scholarship was being created. That made my decision for me, and I never looked back.
For students, the scholarships are transformational. It really helps them to make a choice for their career independent of worrying about how they're going to pay for it.
You don't even have to think about dollar signs. You can just do what you love and where you feel like you can make the most impact.
It can be really daunting to, meet the person that kind of made your dreams come true and to, know who they are as a person and have them get to know you. When I first met him, he pulled each of us aside when he just asked us about our lives, like who we are, how our family was, how medical school was going. I understood that the person behind this gift that had been given to me was a really genuine person who cared about seeing other people as genuine people. Some of the best parts of having this scholarship, it really has been the family and the community that it has built for me. Mentorship and building that community was something that was a priority for him and something that was really important, and he encouraged it in us and he encouraged it in anyone that interacted with us.
When choosing my job, that's really when I've realized what a big impact it can make for me. The job I ultimately ended up taking was staying here at Duke. You get to be involved in moving the field forward at a top-notch cancer center. If I had the debt that some of my peers have, I might not have chosen to stay here at Duke. This really has changed the whole trajectory of my life. The gift that he made for my scholarship was enormous, but then even after that, he was constantly looking for ways to further donate.
His second gift is probably going to have even bigger impact. That gift, which is $30 million endowment, is really focused on a broader impact in terms of decreasing student debt. It's based on financial need and then taking that endowment and decreasing the financial burden across a large number of students.
The new endowment that Dudley set up was certainly his dream, and it was clear in the days before he passed that he was seriously considering this gift. And there's Dudley with his blonde hair. It's been quite an emotional trip, and it's just probably the best picture of the two of us.
Even though he's been gone almost 4 years, I still have questions to ask him, and unfortunately they're harder to get the answers to. The things that the foundation does are an extension of those things which he did during his lifetime. This is what he wanted to do.
It's really about developing a relationship. And hopefully it's a relationship with a family. And in the case with Dudley, it was a relationship with his family. And they shared his passions. And I think that's a successful development when you really have more than conversations about a gift, but it's really about shared interests. And so we were thrilled that his sister had a shared interest and his family had a shared interest.
I feel like I have a responsibility to keep paying it forward, because Dudley's gift was so life-changing for me. If I could have even a sliver of that impact on younger people's lives, I think that would be meaningful.